All right, it's been 2 months, but the NFL still cannot pull itself out of politics. You know, after the anthem protests across the league, and it's been going on really for the last year and a half, the league is considering keeping teams off the field during the anthem now. That the plan is a powerful critic to not having the team show up for the national anthem, having the sidelines totally empty, and that is President Trump, pretty powerful guy. He tweeted this out this morning. The NFL is thinking about a new idea, keeping teams in the locker room during the national anthem next season. That's almost as bad as kneeling. When will the highly paid commissioner finally get tough and smart? The issue is killing your league. Speaking right to the NFL and to you. Britt McHenry is a former ESPN host. He contributes to The Federalist and joins us right now. Britt, first off, the NFL's idea, do you think the president's the only one who doesn't like it?
No, I don't like it. Not only is this disrespectful to the integrity of the American viewer who consumes the NFL, it's flat out ignorant to just think you can solve dissension by burying it. Roger Goodell has enabled the division in this country over a beloved sport because he hasn't done anything like other leagues. No suspensions, no new rules. He could have gotten out in front of it, yet he did nothing. Now, from a historical perspective, players weren't required to be on the field until 2009, until the league saw a marketing opportunity. They wanted extra cash. So the U.S. Department of Defense gave them $5.4 million from 2011 to 2014, and the National Guard gave them $6.7 million from 2013 to 2015. So bottom line, Brian, you don't accept money and then disrespect the armed services. You can't do both things at once, and I think you have to look at the timing here. The tweet from President Donald Trump could be tied to Jerry Jones, that unflattering video. Well, the unflattering video that came out about Jerry Jones last week when he threatened to sue the NFL, that was a 4-year-old video. So the timing was a little interesting from Roger Goodell and the NFL, if you think about it, given all the details that were leaked about this contract he now wants. That happens with Jerry Jones. Now this week, Jones says he's dropping a lawsuit against Goodell, but he has the most powerful man in the United States tweeting that he disagrees with Goodell's stance. So. And
Jerry Jones and the president agree a lot, and you sense there might be some coordination there between the two. And the video is him doing something inappropriate that he wishes it didn't go away, but has been out there for a while. So the NFL wants a way out of this. However, they have the union, Britt. And I contend that if Roger Goodell says, hey, you know what? If you don't stand, you're going against my decree, you deal with the American people. He is really doing it to save himself. I think in a way, do you think he's taking a bullet for the union who will not agree to stand in the middle of the season?
At this point, it's so late, it would appear that way. We're getting into the last portion of the season, and this could have been done just like Adam Silver did with the NBA. There wasn't an official rule, but he came out in front of cameras, in front of the media, and said no one would be kneeling. And they have not had that issue. I think a lot of people don't necessarily disagree with players wanting to take a stand. There's other ways to do that. Fashion statements, community involvement, which we've seen a couple examples of. But doing it during the anthem is just creating division when a lot of people want to respect the military, and it's tied to that.
Marshawn Lynch sitting in Mexico City was the problem. There's only 11 players now taking a knee or sitting or staying in the locker room. Hopefully, gradually, they get rid of this. Nobody's happy about it. And I know a lot of people just aren't going to be watching on Sunday, bringing us to one game. For the first time, I believe, ever, the Redskins are hosting a Thursday game on Thanksgiving, and the problem is the name Redskins. They say it's disrespectful to Native Americans, but the polls say a different story, right?
Oh, absolutely. And let's look at facts and not feelings. In 2004, the Annenberg Public Policy Center conducted a poll of almost 800 Native Americans, 90% of whom had no issue with the name. And then the Washington Post conducted an interview just last year with similar results. 9 out of 10 Native Americans said it wasn't a big deal. So I think what we need to focus on is Thanksgiving. We should enjoy a good meal, shelter over our heads, and football. And we can't. And I think the more offensive thing here, Brian, is, sorry to say for you up in New York, is the Giants only having 2 wins this season. So that might be the offensive thing on the field. But everyone else needs to relax. And I've been around the Redskins. I've seen them give turkeys away every year, been out in the community. That's what they represent to the Washington, D.C. area, not anything offensive, in my opinion.
Well, hopefully people will follow your lead. Let's just enjoy some football and have some family, but don't talk about politics, or maybe you don't even bring up the Redskins, or don't even bring up the Giants for tall people that might be insulted. Thanks a lot, Britt McHenry. Great seeing you.
Great seeing you, too.
All right.